What's up, you guys? Hello, hello. Happy July. Isn't it funny that I'm wearing a sweater in July? So here's the thing, you guys, if you don't know this about me, I live on the central coast of California. And one of the things about the central coast is our summers sometimes are cold, especially in the morning, and some days it never warms up. So I don't know who out there has heard the joke, it's as cold as summer in San Francisco. That's what it's like here. So I've got my cozy sweater on and it's July, which is kind of funny to people. And the fog sits over the coast where I'm close to. And then literally the crazy thing is, you guys, you drive 10 minutes up the hill in the mountains and it's like 100 degrees. It's so crazy. If you've never experienced it before, you have to one day. When I first got to California, I'm like, this is so weird, but this is what it's like. I'm used to it now. What's up, Mara? Hello, Mara. You need to fill me in, girl. I saw a picky. I want the tea, as the kids say these days. Barbara, what's up? Hello, beautiful. Hey, you guys. So I think this is going to be a little more of a casual conversation because June was intense and I'm still recovering in a good way, It was great, but a lot going on. And so, but I also did want to come to you, and Thursday and Friday I've got pretty full schedule. So I thought, why not pop on? It's Wednesday night. I'll say hello. So you guys know me. I love to start my live feeds with, let me wave. You tell me one thing you are grateful for if you want to share. And also I want to let you know I had a little bit of a tooth thing. So if I'm talking funny, forgive me. But I want to talk about alignment, okay, you guys? And I want to break it down because a lot of you have heard of this thing. People talk about alignment, what the heck it is. What does it even mean? It's kind of a buzzword in especially like coaching, like new agey healing world. And I see a lot of people using it in the wrong way and really not understanding it. So I wanted to help to break it down. Barbara, all the way from Australia. I love you. Good morning to you. Alberta, hello you. Okay, so if you don't know me, nice to meet you. Drop me a new here. If you're watching the replay, drop me a replay. I am Jen. I am your master alignment coach and online entrepreneur, and my hope is to not have you here for too long, but to have you get something valuable out of what I'm about to talk about. And that's always my hope, is you learn something and you actually, better than learning, you actually implement it into your life and maybe try something different. Different activities, thoughts, feelings, behaviors, different results, right? So let me know how you're feeling about July, what you're grateful for, all that jazz. I want to hear from you. So alignment. Here's the thing, and sorry you guys, when I watch my videos back sometimes, I'm like, oh, I should have fixed that. So alignment. Okay, so I like to break it down for you in a few different ways so you can see how you use it in your life and you can actually see where you might be stuck. Has anyone out there experienced being stuck, whether in their relationship, in their life, in their business, whatever that is? Drop me a stuck in the comments. I know I have. And oftentimes it's because we are out of alignment. Now I use this in a very different way that a lot of other people use it. So I want to break it down to you. Okay? So, where do I start? There's so much to say. What's up, Jen? Okay, so the best way that I have ever heard it broken down was by this guy called James Wedmore. I love him. He's all over Instagram. He's online. He's great. And James Wedmore put alignment like this. Like there's an elephant, right? And then there's the guy that rides the elephant, or the woman that rides the elephant. Now, if the rider, the guy on the elephant is saying, to the moon, let's go do this, elephant, let's go do this. And the elephant is saying, hold on, we got to take one more course. We got to, wait 6 months. We got to get a few more clients first. We have to go this way. We have to go to the store first. We have to do this. We have to wait for this perfect timing. We have to do this. Can you see how they won't get to their destination if the rider wants one thing and the elephant wants something totally different? That is what we call out of alignment, right? And when you're out of alignment with yourself, with your business, with your partner, with whatever, it is super hard to get to where you want to go to. What's up, Melissa? How are you? Beautiful new home. I meant to message you. Congratulations on that. So that's a great way, and I'm very visual. So I love the way he put that, the elephant and the rider, and you got to get aligned to get to where you're going. To me, that's gold, right? And I like to break it down in a few different ways. So the first way, physical alignment, okay? So I'm 5'6", and I am never gonna be a pro basketball player because I am not tall, I have no skills, I don't play basketball, I haven't practiced, all that stuff. So a really physical alignment, out of alignments are the easiest because it's pretty obvious. Like I will never be a pro baller because I don't have the body for it. I don't have the skills for it. I haven't honed the skills, right? So it would be out of alignment for me to say, I want to be a pro basketball player. Sorry, my hair. That is not aligned. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's an easy way, like a physical out of alignment, right? Another way is if I was to say, oh, I'm going to teach people how to write a best-selling book. Again, I've never done that, so it would be very tricky for me to say, I'm going to teach you how to write a best-selling book, because I've never done it. I don't know the skills. I don't know how to do it. I don't know the timelines. I don't know the structure. That's a physical out of alignment. So one of the things is you have to check when you want something, you have to check, is it physically in alignment with who you are? Right? So that's the first one. That's the easy part for the most part. Although there are many people that want to look a certain way and yet their body make is very different. And I sometimes have to that's not going to happen, right? So that's one way that people keep themselves stuck when they don't check the alignment physically. Okay? The next way. Let me know if this is making sense, you guys. Mental, emotional alignments, okay? And I have some notes here because I want to make sure I give you all. So this is when you don't want to, okay, here's an example of this. I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to make a fool of myself. I don't want to fail, but yet you want to do something new. It's really very out of alignment mentally and emotionally for you to do something new and yet not want to look a fool and not want to look like a newbie and not have, as they say in Zen, the beginner's mind. It's very out of alignment because in order to do anything new, you're probably going to look a fool. You're probably going to mess up. You're probably going to fail at some point, right? So that would be like a mental, emotional out of alignment, right? So you're going to want to check is what you want. If we're talking about a goal or something you want, what are you doing mentally and emotionally that might not be aligned with your beliefs right now, okay? So I want to be, I can't even read my handwriting. Yeah, so if you don't want to be seen by others, right? There's a lot of people like myself. I'm a middle child. I wanted to hide. It's hard for me to come out and talk. I'm not, super extrovert, and I like to stay quiet. But if I want to build a business, but if I want to make an impact, but if I want to be a 7-8 figure coach, if I have these big goals and dreams that I want, I am going to have to be really comfortable with being seen. So for me to want that and not want to be seen, completely out of alignment, right? Starlight, awesome. Barbara, wonderful. So does that make sense? So we went through the physical, and then there's the mental and emotional, right? So as you're listening to me, don't just listen. I want you guys to actually be thinking about, for you, where are you doing this in your life? What is your goal? What do you want? And where are the out of alignments with what you want to do? And maybe at some point, it'd be really good for you to check the out of alignments and tweak them or change them. And I'm gonna go into that real quick. Yeah, so if you wanna build a business, right? If you wanna sell things, or if you have a hard time selling and you have a business, that is an instant out of alignment, because if you have a business, you're selling something, right? So you gotta either not be in business, or you gotta check yourself and change the mindset, right? So here's what I would ask, and then we'll get into the next one. Is it really out of alignment, or are you just scared, right? Because a lot of people, you guys, will come to me and say, oh, I just didn't want to make those calls. It's way too out of alignment for me. That's not who I am, da, da, da. So oftentimes, if I take them deeper, what we actually see is it's not that it's not out of alignment. They're scared. They're up against something where it's up against their vision of themselves. They don't want to look stupid. They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to make a mistake. So they don't want to do the gritty things that you need to do to build something, right? So oftentimes it's not the alignment, it's our ideas of what we need to do that we need to check. I see way too many people give up on stuff because they say, oh, it's out of alignment, it didn't feel aligned, it didn't feel good, when that's not actually the issue. 9 times out of 10, the issue is it bumps up against your idea of who you are and wanting to look perfect and that kind of thing, right? So the last one, Starlight will like this, the last one, and again, I'm sorry you guys, I had a little tooth thing, so if I'm talking funny, that's why. Spiritual alignment, okay? So there's a restaurant where I live, it's called Dharma's, right? And Dharma, if you guys have heard it, it is, what did I write here? It's the idea that you have a purpose, okay? It is right behavior by God, by the universe, okay? So we have a dharma. We have a spiritual purpose. So we went through the physical, we went through the mental, emotional. The last one, how I break alignment down, is spiritual. So if you are not living your purpose, your dharma, you're going to feel out of alignment, okay? So you're either moving towards your purpose or you're moving away from it. I don't know. That's for you to know. Oftentimes what I find with women especially, they are off. Their intuition is telling them something, and maybe circumstances or situations are keeping them from it, but they get belly aches, they don't feel well, they develop an illness, they get depressed, they get anxious. A lot of people get anxious, not because they're anxious, but because they're not actually living their purpose. They're not living their dharma. That is out of alignment with why you are here, right? So the biggest problem, the biggest thing, you guys, is we have to look and change the inside. So many of us go to change the outside and try to fix it from the outside. What can we, say, like, let go of this and da-da-da. And all that's important. I'm not saying it's not, but we also have to do the inner work, the work of coming out of who we think we already are, in order. And then a lot of times when we tackle that, things in the physical world out here, the situations, people, business, money, relationships, all of a sudden get lined up and they flow in because the alignment is there, right? You're loving this conversation. I'm so glad. Hi, Christina, what's up? So this is something that I see is huge, and it's not talked about enough, and it throws so many of us off. What's up, Sophie? Mwah. And so this is where we have to look to change. It's not so much the situation outside of us, it's the alignment within our physical, our mental, emotional, or even spiritual selves, our path, why we are here. And what I know about women especially, and men, but women especially, just because I am one, is that if you are not living your purpose, it's not sustainable. Most women will come to like midlife if they're not living in purpose and in integrity. If you can drop me in the comments, integrity is huge. When we waver our integrity, when we waver from who we know we are and our impact that we're supposed to have here, it actually drains our life force. It kicks us off balance, and then our results show up that way, right? Yes, Sophie says, oh my God, yes. I love that you jump on. So those are the ways that I want you guys to start looking at alignment and what the heck it is. And when you see me say it, or when you see other people say it or hear things about it, know that you have to remember in the beginning of the video, if you didn't see this part, you guys, the elephant and the rider. If the elephant wants to go one way and has a plan for one way, and the rider that's on top of the elephant wants to go another way, you'll never get to where you're going. And this is often your conscious, like I want to make $1 million, and your subconscious, you're not worthy of that. You're too stupid. You're not smart enough. You can't handle that. That's too much money. Oh my God, I'm not okay with that. If they're not lining up, it's going to be really hard to get that $1 million. And when you do get it, it probably won't be very sustainable, because there's not the alignment there. We have to line up the subconscious and the conscious to be able to go after what it is we want in a joyful, integral, with integrity way that is then sustainable. Does that make sense, you guys? Integrity, purpose, Sophie, thank you. Selena, what's up, girl? Christina gets me. So that is my hope, is that you guys really break it down in your life and look at what needs to shift, change. Is it your mindset? Is it, do you need to let go of a goal? If you're wanting to be an NBA pro baller and you're 5'2", it's probably out of alignment. It's not going to happen, right? So you got to shift some of these things and then go after what it is you want. Formulate the plan and shift the inner world. That's the biggest part. That's what I really want you to get. So some questions you can ask yourself, is your business or your goal or whatever it is you want, is it in alignment? Is it something you're good at? And it's not that you have to be great at everything you do, but there does need to be some kind of rapport with it. There needs to be some kind of physical, spiritual calling towards it, if you will, right? Do people need it, right? Whatever it is you got, what you're offering. And I'm talking now more so business owners, because that's usually who I talk to. And mostly my clients are women who are business owners. So is your business something you're good at? Are you capable of it? Do people need it? Your product or service, do people need it? Because if people don't need it, it's a little out of alignment and it's going to be hard to sell, right? You guys are starting to get this, right? So we got to be the matchmaker of our needs, like what we want, our purpose, what our people want when we're in business. And we also have to match up the inner game, the subconscious and the conscious, and get that elephant and that rider on the same path. And how do we do that? We implement new practices. We implement new behaviors, new thought patterns, new feelings, new energy, newness. We create who we want to be from the future looking back. And it's easier said than done. A coach will help you, a mastermind, or even an accountability partner. It's tricky to do on your own, but it's doable. But what I will leave you with is just get what you want to do, be really clear about it, and work from there back. Like you already have it, and then who you're going to be about it back. Most of us, we go ahead and try to create what we want from here, from this, you know, try to create $1 million or whatever it is we want, like from broke, busted, and disgusted. And that is going to feel like you're climbing mountains. So the way that I work is be in you have it now, and then work backwards. Get all those things in your life in alignment to line up for you, so it doesn't feel like you're climbing Mount Everest every day, right? So I think that's it. I hope this was helpful, you guys. Let me know if this was valuable. Be it. Barbara says, yet quit talking about me. Sophie says, kinda girl. I love you though. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, Christina, word. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. So if you go out there and hear alignment, you now know what the heck we are talking about. And just know when it's all lined up like a Lego, right? When it's all lined up, falls into place, and it doesn't have to be so hard. The hard model is the old model and the masculine model, and it doesn't need to be that way. I can tell you that for sure. So love you all. Have a great Wednesday, and I will see you next time. All right. Bye.